Hi, I'm Tisha,
Lauren.
and this is the Open Booked podcast. Today we are talking about Bride by Ali Hazelwood, the Queen. But first, what did you read this week, and what are you reading now?
Yeah, so I have a lot cooking because I started an Elsie Silver series, Off to the Races, on Spotify, and I'm out of hours, and I'm not paying
Yeah.
$10 for 10 hours. To me, that just is stupid. So I'll wait till the next month when my 15 hours reset. So I'm mid
Mm-hmm.
that. And then I finished Bride, and I have been listening. I don't know if I've actually talked about this before. This is fun. I've been listening to the Harry Potter audio. They are releasing every month a full cast edition.
Yeah.
And I'm behind. I'm on the second one, Chamber of Secrets, that came out last month. And the third one comes out this month. So I'm listening to that and those as they come out, like in between all my other books. Obviously, I've read them before. They're so good. The full cast and the sound, it's like graphic audio. It's so good. So I'm listening to that. I have about an hour left. So I'll finish that one probably today. And then paper, I am reading this still. I'm sure it'll be going on for weeks. Alice Feeney, Beautiful Ugly. So what about you?
I finished Incidents Around the House around, I think, 1 a.m., January 2nd.
Okay.
And it was a disappointment, the ending, but it's a suspense, so I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it's something you have to experience for yourself.
Okay.
But since Allie, it's her book, so she let me borrow it, and I just texted her when I was done. I was, what the fuck was that ending? And like, it signs off X year, whatever. I was like, what does this even mean? Is this like a journal for real? For real?
Mm-hmm.
And so she sent me a couple Reddits, and it makes more sense, but still just pissed me off. So good, but also bad. Of course, I finished Bride, and now you inspired me. So I am trying to read or listen to a classic, whether it's Odyssey or like I'm listening to In Cold Blood by Truman Capote, which I swear I've watched the movie before, but forgot a lot of this stuff. So it's hard, but
Mm-hmm.
it's good too.
Yeah. I think it's really interesting to read a classic mixed with like some contemporary or fantasy or romance because, I mean, I feel like most people read Romeo and Juliet in school, and
Mm-hmm.
some of them from that, me, got into like Jane Austen, Emily
Mm-hmm.
Bronte, all of them. And even their classics are more relatable to today's. They inspired today's romance, if I'm being
Mm-hmm.
honest. Like, every
Yeah.
romance is probably and taken inspiration from those authors, but like the obscure ones, like Fitzgerald, which obviously not really obscure, but or Ernest Hemingway. He's controversial, people hate him, but he was very famous. He's a very famous author.
Mm-hmm.
I read all of his books last year,
Mm-hmm.
and it's hard to follow the older authors, but
Yeah.
it's interesting because without them we wouldn't have what we have today, so I think it's important
Exactly.
for us to appreciate that, but it's hard.
Yeah, especially in this one, in Cold Blood, they mention a ton of places in the Midwest. So it's places like we know, like Stillwater that we just went to last year for
Yeah.
Boys from Oklahoma, Galveston, a bunch of places in Kansas, Fort Scott, Kansas City. Like, I'm like, I grew up around a lot of these places, and then they go all the way to Clearwater, and then they go over to Vegas. Like, it's a whole spree of killing and fraud, and it's crazy.
Yeah, crazy. I love it though when I read something in a book that I've seen in real life or
Yes.
something that I can like connect it. I'm like, I've been there. I don't know, I think
Yep.
that's so cool.
It's like, check.
Yeah. Very cool. Is that all you've read? Got any more?
Yep. Nope.
Well, last week we talked about setting our reading goals.
Mm-hmm.
So we both have officially set our goals. And you go first. What did you set your goal?
I set mine at 115, still close to what I had last year, which I'm sure I'll surpass it. I was telling Ali and Lauren earlier, I am already ahead by too much. and I have 4 books borrowed from Libby, and I'm panicking that I can't finish them all. But I know I can. I know it is not that big of a deal, but it feels like it. It looks daunting.
Mm-hmm.
So I think 115 is a sweet spot to make me not feel too overwhelmed after I get past this week, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah. No, for sure. I think a couple notes I want to say after I say my reading goal that I've been thinking about, we haven't said in a while, but I set mine at 150. Last week I had a debate internally. Do I want to slow down? And I don't remember part of the books I read. I rushed through, I up to speed, blah, 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 just to check the box. Or is my competitive nature going to win and I have to do better than I did last year? Well, that part of me won for now. So I set it at 150. But bringing up these things that I want to talk about is people ask me all the time, how do you have time to read that many books? How you're not really reading because you're listening. I want to address a couple things. I don't care how you read books. If you listen on 5 speed, if you listen on 1 speed, if you read on a Kindle, if you read paper books from the library, however, you're still reading. You're still absorbing a story, and that is to be respected, okay? And I don't care, again, if you've read 1 book all of last year or you've read 300. Cool. You're welcome to the community, okay? And I hate this stigma, especially this time of year, about how many books people have read and how do you have time for that. I want to talk about TikTok because I had this realization this morning. Last night I laid in bed on TikTok, probably 2 hours. This morning, I sat around on TikTok at least 3 hours. I did all my housework yesterday. I just sat here. That amount of time in a 12-hour period, I could have listened to an entire book. So for people saying, when do you have time? When you're not scrolling TikTok or things like that, you have a lot more free time, right? Or doing your housework. There's things that everyone has to do. Laundry is my best audiobook time. I get all the laundry done, the dishes, vacuuming, put your headphones on silent mode, or the not transparency. You know what I'm saying? Noise canceling. I mean, you can still be productive with audiobooks is, I think, why people who listen to audiobooks do tend to get more read, but I just think we haven't talked about that in a while, and I'm seeing a lot of, TikToks about people, when do you have time to read all that? And
I just saw a video again, because this has been proven time and time again. When you're listening to a book, you are getting more of the correct language than if you're reading it. Because if you're reading it, your brain skips the filler words. Your brain skims, and you miss a lot more than if you're listening. Your mind is actually taking all of those words in versus reading it. So there are pros and cons to both.
Yeah. And hey, if you read it all, good for you. Doesn't matter how many books or how you read them.
Yeah. And that's another goal I set for myself this year, is try and read a physical book each month, which will be a lot harder. But if I can finish 1 book a month, that'll get my goal easy.
Yeah. No, for sure. I think that's good. And if you made it your book of the month too, your purchases are justified. You're reading it that month.
Yeah.
I need to do that. Every time I either go on a tear and read a ton of paper books, physical books for a month, and then I don't for 6 months. I need consistency.
It's hard with life.
Oh, for sure. Okay, next, since it is our, only 2nd episode? Well, how many episodes in January are we in? 3rd to post it is. Okay, last week, Tisha ran through all of the January new releases to be on the lookout for. So if you missed that, go back or go to our website and check. There's links to all the books. I wanted to run through the most anticipated book to film or TV adaptations. Been seeing a lot of posts about this, which we've been talking about them for a while, but I feel like everyone else is starting to be like, oh, this is really cool. We have a lot this year. It is a great year to be a book lover. It really is. So I wanted to run through the ones we know of and the dates that we have, which are also on the website, but there are several that are coming out this year. We don't have dates yet, supposedly. So we'll run through those as well. First, came out last week, as we're recording this, it's still not out, and I'm chomping at the bit, and I want to watch it. People We Meet on Vacation, Emily Henry book on Netflix. Second, this will have already come out as well, His and Hers on Netflix, which is an Alice Feeney book. This one is one we talked about that caught us off guard, but we love Alice Feeney, so I'm very excited for this. Okay, I'm really excited for this one too. It is Wuthering Heights with Jacob Elordi and Margot Robbie. This is going to theaters, and it's out Valentine's Day weekend. It looks like a Wuthering Heights inspired. It's going to be a little spicier, it looks like, but very dark. It's like the trailer's giving like this color tone that's very, I don't want to say like Gothic mansion. I don't know. It just, if you haven't seen the trailer, go watch the trailer. Next, I had not heard of this one. This is a new one for us. Maybe you have. 56 Days by Catherine Ryan Howard. Looks very thrillery. It's coming out February 18th on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
So no theaters, but yeah, that was a new one I saw. This is another new one. Scarpetta, March 11th, Amazon Prime. It looks like it has Keith Urban's ex-wife. Oh, Nicole Kidman.
Okay.
And it also looks thrillery. Scarpetta is what they call the bread you soak up the juice after you eat pasta in Italy. You take your bread. So good. But I just thought that's an interesting name for a book. I don't know how. Obviously, we've been talking about this one a ton. Reminders of Him, a Colleen Hoover book, comes out March 13th in theaters. It's one of our favorite books of hers. We are very, very, very excited for this one. I've been seeing this one everywhere, so I think I need to read this book. Project Hail Mary. It's got Ryan Gosling, and it's coming out in theaters March 20th. There's a lot of hype around this, not just because it's Ryan Gosling, but apparently this book has won all sorts of accolades, so we should probably read it.
Yeah. It's also a Goodreads challenge book.
It's the same author as The Martian. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a Goodreads challenge? Okay. Next one, I had not heard of this one either. Margot's Got Money Troubles by Rufi Thorpe. It's coming out April 15th. Yeah, and it's coming out April 15th on Apple TV. So they must have had a deal before even releasing the book. Very cool. Obviously, The Odyssey, a classic by Homer. That is coming out July 17th in movie theaters. Specifically filmed for IMAX, so I will be going to Fayetteville to watch that one to the IMAX theater. Okay, another Jacob Elordi, The Dog Stars, which comes out August 28th in theater. It is a bestseller by Peter Heller. I hadn't heard of that one either. Okay, another one I'm really excited about. This is Jane Austen. I've already mentioned her once this episode. Sense and Sensibility is coming out September 11th in theaters, and the actress is the one from Twisters.
Okay.
She's playing the main girl there.
Okay.
So, I think she has the face for a period piece. She looks Old English, you know?
Yes.
Excited for that. Okay, I did not know these were based off of books, but I'm excited for this nonetheless. Practical Magic 2.
Yes.
When I saw this on the list, I was like, oh, I love Practical Magic. I didn't realize it was a book. So, September 18th, going to movie theaters. Nicole Kidman and Sandra Bullock, back, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Big one I'm excited for, Verity by Colleen Hoover. My favorite book of hers, October 2nd in theaters.
Love.
Love, love, love.
I feel like that's moved up even.
Yeah, they originally had it like in the spring, and then they moved it to like December, I think, and then maybe October. Anne Hathaway has like 10 movies coming out next year, so I think they were scheduling it all around her. That this year, say next year, it's this year. This is the year of Anne Hathaway. They say that the year of the dragon or whatever. No, this is the year of Anne Hathaway. Yeah, so super excited. Next one, the book just came out. I feel like 2 months ago, but it's Nicholas Sparks, so everyone knows who he is, obviously. Remain.
Okay.
He also has a co-author on that one, M. Night Shyamalan. Yeah.
He wrote like The Fog or The Mist or like all of those creepy, weird movies.
Yeah, so that's an interesting duo.
Yeah.
Because Nicholas Sparks is known for these like clean, closed door, but really wholesome story romances. I say closed door, maybe one scene, not spicy.
Yeah, no.
But great stories, honestly, and he has several that are already movies. And this one's coming out October 23rd with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, we already know he's a big name. This publisher could have already arranged the film deal before the book came out, which I'm sure. Okay, big one, Hunger Games, Sunrise on the Reaping. That book literally just came out, and the movie's coming out November 20th, but obviously this is a prequel, so I feel like the millennials and the Gen Zs can unite on this book and be excited for it.
Yeah, this is the story of Haymitch.
Love him. And it just came out that Katniss and Peeta will have cameos or be in it in some way, shape, or form, which I'm interested to see how they do.
Okay.
How they do that, but
yeah, since they're not alive.
Yeah, I wonder if it's going to be like, if Woody Harrelson's going to be in it, and it's like him telling the story. I haven't read Sunrise on the Reaping yet. I don't know if that's how it's set up, but...
The trailer was in The Housemaid, and it was him, like, narrating it, so I don't know how they're going to play into that, because he's like a 16-year-old when this story happens, and it's like, why he's so jaded and such a piece of shit in the first Hunger Games. So it sheds a lot of light.
Got it. I need to read it.
It's good. So I looked. Anne Hathaway has 5 confirmed movies coming out in 2026, which 2 I've never even heard of, Flower Vale Street and Mother Mary.
Mother Mary, I saw the trailer.
Yeah, epic pop melodrama for that one. And then a sci-fi thriller from It Follows, director David Robert Mitchell. So literally April, May, July, August, and October. Then she has 2 more, possibly in 26, which are Princess Diaries 3 and Alone at Dawn with Adam Driver.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm excited.
We love her. That is so awesome.
Yeah, cannot wait.
Okay, a couple more. Narnia, which is... It's called Narnia. Are they remaking it? They're not calling it The Chronicles of Narnia. The book that's listed here actually says The Magician's Nephew.
So that's, I think, the 4th one?
So they're picking up where they've left off and paused, because it's been 20 years, probably.
Actually,
I used to love these books.
Yeah, I've read them all, and I bought them for Keaton.
Yeah, there's 7 books. And Magician's Nephew is the first one.
6th.
The 7 books in chronological order.
It says it's the 6th.
Okay, are you on Goodreads?
I'm just on Google.
See, that's what I was on. Okay. Okay, I'm going to the Chronicles of Narnia series on Goodreads.
Okay, I think the 4 were written, and then The Magician's Nephew was written as a prequel. So I think it's like The Assassin's Blade. So it came later, but
it's first.
To clarify everything, yeah.
That sounds right. So, Prince Caspian... Silver Chair. Yeah, I've read all these. Man, I loved these as a kid. So, it's unclear to me if this is a remake and starting over, or if this is a continuation of the prior movies that they've made. So, I guess we'll see.
Who knows?
That is November 26th, and it's going to movie theaters. Next, these next couple are just TBD. We don't have dates, but we've been told that they're coming out this year. First one is 5-Star Weekend by Ellen Hildebrand, which is funny. I actually own this book. I recognize the cover immediately and haven't read it, but it looks like it's going to be the girl who's in 13 going on 30. Is it Jennifer Garner? Is that her name? Okay, yeah, it looks like she's going to be in it. Next, we're so excited for this one. The queen who wrote the book we're covering today, Ali Hazelwood, The Love Hypothesis. The casting is top tier. I'm so excited about this. We know they've been done filming for months now, so yeah. I would expect an announcement at some point soon with a date, but who knows. Last one. I'm actually really excited about this one too. I haven't read the book, but I can just tell I'll like it. You Deserve Each Other by Sarah Hoggle. And it's got none other than Joe Goldberg as our man.
Ooh. And
the girl is, have you seen White Lotus or Sirens? Did you watch either of those?
Mm-mm.
Let me find her name. Megan Fahey. Fahy. And Justin Long is in this too.
Oh, love him.
Yeah.
But also can never see him without seeing his eyes plucked out in Jeepers Creepers.
I can never see him without seeing him in a cheerleading uniform like from Dodgeball. Or on the gym thing trying to work out. Honestly, so iconic for our childhood.
Yeah.
But Jeepers Creepers, man, I forgot he was in that. Yep. Okay, that is all movies. I can do something for TV shows next week, but gosh, there's so many. So many.
Yeah.
All right. Do we want to go through the Goodreads Choice Awards?
Yeah.
What won? This is kind of fun for me. There's not as many as I thought, like categories, so I feel like that's good. Sometimes there's too many. So, okay, dive right in. Fiction. The winner for 2025 was My Friends by Frederick Backman. Historical fiction. Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid, which you read that one.
So good.
Okay, I need to want to read. Mystery and thriller. I'm disappointed I hadn't read the book that won. Not Quite Dead Yet by Holly Jackson.
She writes a lot of YA stuff, so it's hard.
Got it. Romance. The other romance queen, Emily Henry, with Great Big Beautiful Life, came in winning. To see our girl, Rebecca Yarros, with Onyx Storm. We all knew. The book that took 2025 by storm, Onyx Storm. Fantasy. Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil. I saw this book everywhere. I feel like I have to read it. I own it. I got it on Book of the Month.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did too. But yeah, no, it won the fantasy in general category. Science fiction. The Compound by Eiling Rawl. Horror. Witchcraft for Wayward Girls by Grady Hendrix. You just finished that one, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
Debut novel, Alchemized by Sin Lin Yu. Well deserved. Audiobook, Onyx Storm Strikes Again. You get it, Lightning? I'm so funny. Young adult fantasy and sci-fi, Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins. We just talked about that. Young adult fiction, Fake Skating. I actually have seen the cover in this book at several bookstores. It's super cute.
Yeah.
Nonfiction, Everything is Tuberculosis. You literally talked about this book last week.
Yep.
Memoir, The House of My Mother by Sherry Frank. History and Biography, How to Kill a Witch. The Patriarchy's Guide to Silencing Women by Zoe Venedozzi and Claire Mitchell, which I'd seen that cover too.
Read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those. So I feel pretty good about my 2025.
You should. Yeah, I read 3. So I'm a little behind.
But you don't read a lot of the memoir and nonfiction, so it's understandable.
Yeah, I'm branching out my genres this year, though. I'm going to read some historical fiction.
That House of My Mother is so fucked up.
Oh,
It'll piss you off. Yeah.
Is it like that one show that I watched and just wanted to beat the shit out of the TV? You remember?
Yeah.
What's the name of that?
Oh, we talked about this before, where the girl got kidnapped.
Yes, and the parents let the neighbor sleep in bed with her and all that. That show still lives in my head.
Abducted in Plain Sight.
Yes! Fuck those parents, man. That's the worst show I've ever watched. It makes me so mad. The fact she has a relationship with her parents after that, baffling to me.
Yeah. Yeah, that had to take a lot of therapy.
Yeah. Okay, we ready to talk about this book?
Yeah.
I took paper notes this time, so I had to type them up in here, and they're kind of messy. Okay. Shall I read the blurb?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to preface by saying anything we say that is right about the next book, we have not read it or started it yet. We're just good guessers if we get anything right. It's only speculation. We do it on purpose, by design. We read the first book, cover it, read the second book, okay?
We learned our lesson.
Yes, with active cover.
What? Yes.
And the From Blood and Ash, I think.
Well, that was so bad.
Yeah. We should just delete those.
We have no idea where one's finished because we were just... It was so good. We just consumed it all so fast, but it was like, I don't know where one stops and one starts. Here's all the information.
That ruined me. Which we need to go back, because I don't think we finished that series, and I don't think we did all the spin-offs and everything. We need to, like, see what we did and then figure it back out, because we took a break. We needed a break after.
Yeah.
Okay, the blurb for Bride by Ali Hazelwood. Misery Lark, daughter of a powerful vampire councilman, is an outcast. Her days of living anonymously among the humans are over. She has been called upon to uphold an alliance between the vampires and their mortal enemies, the Wares. Wares are ruthless and unpredictable, and their alpha, Lo Moreland, is no exception. He rules his pack with absolute authority, but not without justice or feeling. It's clear from the way he tracks Misery's every movement that he doesn't trust her. If he only knew how right he was. Misery has her own reasons to agree to this marriage of convenience, reasons that have nothing to do with politics or alliances, and everything to do with the only thing she's ever cared about. And she is willing to do whatever it takes to get back what's hers. Okay, who knew Ali Hazelwood had what she had in her for this book? I thought women in STEM romance
just, yeah.
Delivered. I was like, is this supernatural, urban, fantasy romance? Because we're modern.
Yeah,
they're supernatural. It's fantasy. It's like a new, different kind of world.
It's like Crescent City.
Yes. Without all of the learning of the new play, we're like, without all of the world, as much of the world building.
Yeah. And learning new magic.
Yeah. I picked up on the world building and whatnot very quickly. I feel like she did a really, really nice job of that. Fast paced. Yeah. All in all, I gave this book a 5. This is my first complete read of 2026, so we started off with a bang. Did you give it a 5 too?
Yeah.
I loved it. Good. I tore it up.
Yeah. Yeah. At the beginning, I was like, I don't know about this. Like, I don't know that I'm gonna love this. And then it got more interesting, and I was like, oh, okay, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Love it, love it.
The angst in here is really good, too.
Yeah.
My first note was, the name Misery is an interesting choice. But then when you get the backstory of, like, she killed her mom or whatever, which is, people who think that, it happens in books a lot. It's ridiculous. It's not like the baby did it on purpose.
Yeah, it's the backwards, olden thinking of simple minds.
Yeah. Yeah, like a newborn baby has intellectual thought to commit a murder. Totally checks out.
Cool.
Also, piggybacking off that point, vampires are born, not turned. That is a unique take on vampire lore. Besides Renesmee and Twilight, this is a new concept here.
Yeah. I thought that was weird.
Yeah, it's weird. I think, again, if this is what happens in the second book, I don't know, but I think that we're going to have a were-vampire baby here with the crew.
Especially young.
Yeah, no, there's going to be one. I see you noted the green blood. I noted the green blood, too. It made me think of, like, Goosebumps.
Yes. At least his stuff wasn't green, too. That'd be fucking weird.
I don't know that it was mentioned.
I don't either.
Color. It could have been.
We'll see next.
Yeah. Now you can't get that out of my head. Thanks.
It's giving caterpillar, like.
Oh my gosh.
Like the bugs that Willy Wonka eats in the Johnny Depp version of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah. Goodness. Okay, now that we have great visuals, I loved the little sister. She's so funny.
Yes. The
so
best
wholesome.
Side character.
I love a good side character like that. So do you. I knew you were going to love her too.
Yeah.
We texted about this a little bit too. I was really confused when they couldn't have sex, but he'd had sex with humans. And I was like, what? The knot, when it comes out about the knot, the first thing that goes into my head, is that what dogs have? Because I don't know if you've ever seen dogs breed. I used to grow up with a family that bred dogs. Yeah. They get stuck physically for like 15 minutes, for those of you that don't know. And so I was like, is that what this is? Like, they get stuck because he's a werewolf. And
Yeah, I didn't know wolves did that too. I thought it was like a specific to dog thing, but
I guess.
they're in the same family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was so confused by that at first until he was like, I can show you, but you're not gonna like it. And then,
Mm-hmm.
like, when they finally did it, I was like, that's not even that bad. She liked it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But it makes sense. Like, you're not trying to just do it all the time. So, like, you want it to stick. So, you gotta be stuck together.
Yeah.
But as a child, when I saw it, I always thought it was something to do with them internally. They like connected somehow.
Yeah.
I mean, parents would always say they're knotted up. I'm like, okay, that means like tying two things together. So what?
Yeah.
But I guess if it's just the male, that makes more sense.
Yeah, and that would explain why poor Maya, the last time she got taken advantage of, it broke my heart. She was just screaming. But she's a husky. I mean, and they had turned around like their butts were to each other. He wasn't even on top. It was like, and and I'm sitting there like, I'm like, it's okay. I don't know what to do. You're crying. You're screaming. But it's traumatic.
Yeah.
As a dog mom, I'm like, so I get him being like weird about it, but then finding out it like doesn't happen all the time, so that's how he'd been able to have relations, because he said something about it being like a mate thing, right? It's not.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't all the time.
That. But he knew, so he knew already that they were mates. He just didn't want to admit it.
See, that's why I put, why did he lie? He knew.
Yeah.
And then when she said, I feel the same way you do, and he continued to lie, at that point, there was no point in it anymore. Yeah. In my opinion. Even though we hadn't had the altercation with Big Bad Daddy Vampire, there was no point to lie.
Yeah.
I don't understand if that comes to play later, or if that was just part of the dramatic third act breakup, or whatever.
Probably.
I definitely clocked they were mates at the wedding. The smell comments, I knew it wasn't bad. It was good. And then the overheard convo, I'm like, oh, why do you have her smelling like that? Or whatever. I'm like, oh, they're definitely mates. The maid he's talking about the entire time is her.
Yeah. How do you smell like that? I was like, okay, so she's his mate. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
My question was, why did she decide to go through with it? Because she wasn't going to do it until she heard his name. And then she's like, oh, now I want to.
I know why. Because that was the name written down on the paper the cat had.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's like, and she was like, oh, because then when they had their fight, and she was like telling him about the friend, she was like, why is your name written down? She thought he had something to do with it, and then he started helping her. But it was because of that. I know, I had to back up.
Yeah, I was like,
for that part.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Again, my notes here, don't get why he continued to lie. At the beginning, I do, because he thought, okay, we're arch rivals. It's never going to work. Don't know how it feels between the mating bond difference between like a vampire and a were and all that. But then when she came out and told him her feelings, I'm still like, bro, just tell her. But then she wouldn't have ended up running off and getting abducted or whatever. They would have been together. So the whole thing at the end couldn't have happened. Daddy Vampire I was kind of sussed about the whole time, but I kind of thought the brother was sus too. So I'm glad he proved me wrong.
Yeah, there were definitely parts where I was like, wait, is the brother just as bad as the dad? Because I can tell the dad's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Especially once you realize that they weren't even trying to hurt Anna. They were trying to kill her because they knew she eats peanut butter.
That part surprised me.
Wow. Like, it's one thing to resent your kid, but it's another to full out try to kill them.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that was insane. Good storyline, though. Yeah. All right. Anything else you want to add?
So what do you think is going to happen in the next one?
Great question. It's called Mate. So I take it they're going to do their little private mating ceremony. I think she's going to end up pregnant, and I think the new bad person is going to be that other girl they went and visited and had their little rendezvous in her office. I think she's the new villain.
Yeah, I definitely thought she was going to be the next villain. But the end made it seem like it was going to be about the friend and the brother.
Oh. Oh, it did, didn't it?
Yeah.
It did.
So maybe it's a combo mating thing. I hope it's not like WhatChacallit, where she's humping his leg and they've got the pet.
I can't. I'm done. I'm
The
done.
one that you hate.
If that happens, I'll be Bradley Cooper in that scene.
What the
Look out
fuck?
the window. What the fuck? That's one of the best movie scenes of all time, in my opinion. I get it, dude. I get it.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, no, they did make it seem like it was going to be about the brother and the other girl.
Yeah, that's why I didn't get, like, the next one's called Mate. So,
Maybe
like, everybody in
there's
his
more
inner
mates.
circle already knows that they're, like, together and love each other and the marriage is going to be legitimate. But
We'll have to dive in. What do you think? You think we have a pregnancy?
yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
for sure. They made the
Because,
knot thing way too much of an ordeal.
and then he, like, some started to come out, so he put it back in. And then he's like, we're going to do this every single day. I was like, okay, tell me.
I don't know what the vampire ovulation cycle is, but surely they hit it at some point.
Yeah. So,
I'm excited to read it, though. I saw reviews that people liked it better than the first one. So,
which is rare.
super rare.
Hmm.
I know.
All right, that's all I got. You got anything else?
That's all I got, too.
All right. Next week, we are, of course, covering Mate, the second in this series. And this one just came out in, like, fall of 24, right?
Fall of 25, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah,
So very fresh.
recent. So, we're excited for that. Read it if you haven't and follow along with us. Check out our website. Go follow our socials. Leave us a comment or share one of our posts. Tell your friends about us if you like us at all, because we love talking to people about books. We love when you leave comments and interact,
Yep, we love most comments.
as long as they're not mean.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think we will talk to you guys later.
Bye.